Courtney. Welcome back to my channel. I am here today to do my New Year's tag. So if you guys haven't been subscribed for a minute, I do this every single year, mostly for myself and for my personal growth, just to kind of have something to look back on and be like, "Ooh, child, you was crazy." But yeah, so I'll have the questions linked down below if you want to do this as well, or if you just want to have it like written in your bullet journal or whatever for like personal reasons, because not everyone obviously wants to share their shit with the internet. Just me. It's fine. So let's go look. I pulled up what I had last year. Okay. Ooh, girl. I already see a bunch of things that didn't get done. All right, so the first question is, what did you do in 2018 that you'd never done before? I feel this is gonna sound really cheesy, but like in 2018, I like invested in myself. I started doing Beachbody. I started doing more like self-care stuff. I started giving more like attention to myself versus like what everyone else wanted, like at work and at home, just in general, and it's been really helping. Also, not to sound dumb, but like Zach and I got engaged this year recently, so a lot was something new that I'd never done. I'm like shedding. It's fine. Number 2 is, did you keep your New Year's resolutions, and will you make more next year? I make resolutions every year and I write them down, and I kept some of them, so let's look. My 2018 resolutions, which I might just pop on the screen, was to have my book draft done and rough edited. No. I do have a rough draft of it done, but it is only to chapter 9. It's not done. It's going. So, I did take a pretty good break from it, though, a couple months ago, just because I was really uninspired and just, honestly, I was really introverted, and I was having a really hard time getting my thoughts, like, out of my brain. And, yeah, anyway. The next resolution was 50 books read. Let me just take a really quick look at my list on my phone. This is going to be depressing, so anyone that's reading this that has a booktube, like, don't judge me. Let's see, read 23 books, and one of them was an ebook, which is written by one of my friends here on YouTube, so I'll link her down below. Her name is Julie. But, yeah, that was kind of sad. But I started tracking this because in 2017, I was living at home in 2017 in January. So I had a bunch of time, and I was going through a bunch of my books on my bookshelf that I haven't gotten to, like my to be read pile. And I started writing the ones I had written down. And then I don't know if you can see it, but on the months that I didn't read anything, I had crying faces. Because in March, when I stopped reading everything, is when I started my job at the golf course where I was working, and now I'm working somewhere else. So, definitely working put a big damper on my reading. I'm gonna sip some tea. The next thing was to work out at least once a week. That has been happening basically every day now, but I've only been part of Beachbody since November, and it's sort of required to be a Beachbody coach is to work out. So I can link information about that down below if you guys are interested. I'm not going to do like a whole pitch here, but it's like in-home workouts basically. The next resolution that I had was to cut down on dairy and go more vegetarian, which I did basically. I basically switched all to soy milk and almond milk just because regular milk goes bad too fast. Now that Zach lives here, we get both because he's actually allergic to almonds. And he likes regular milk and his protein and stuff like that, and he drinks milk really, really fast. But I don't, because I don't like real milk. I don't like the texture of it. I don't like the taste. Plus, the whole process is kind of messed up if you've ever looked into it. And my lineage is from dairy farmers, so like I know all about it, and it grosses me out, so I'm just not a fan. Anyway. So then my last resolution was to get to 800 subs on YouTube, which I, as of filming this, have not hit. I'm really close though. I'm like 7 something. So maybe we can get there before this video goes live. I don't know. But I will do my resolutions at the bottom For 2019, I'll do them at the end because I don't want to think of them on the fly. I want to take a second and then I'll come back. Number 3 is what would you like to have in 2019 that you lacked in 2018? Honestly, I feel like I say this every single year, but calm. I want inner peace. I want to do yoga. I want to get in touch with nature because I feel like I'm constantly irritated. And obviously, some of it's hormonal. Some of it's getting better now that I'm working out constantly. But a lot of it is just like I'm in situations like with work, with family, with friends that I'm just like, how do you get in these? Why did you put yourself here? So maybe I just need to make better life choices in 2019. That's fine. We'll go with that. Better life choices. So number 4 is what was your biggest achievement of the year? Honestly, I don't know. I do not know what my biggest achievement is. I feel truly, not to sound like I'm being down to myself or anything like that, like throwing a pity party, but truly 2018 has been one of the longest years of my life. Just because like I switched jobs and I thought there was going to be all these new opportunities and all this new growth and I was going to like be able to do all these different things, and I'm literally in the same spot I was at my old job but in a new job, so I just have a different boss yelling at me than my old boss. I don't know. Like for work, that's like my biggest thing is like I just want to feel fulfilled in my job, and I never have. I not to, again, like not to be a Debbie Downer and come off all aggressive and stuff, but I don't know what that's like. So if you do, and you know how to get there, please tell me down below. Direct message me. Hit me on Insta. I don't care, but like I'd like to feel that. The best thing I bought in 2018. What did I even buy in 2018? Well, I'm not sure if I've bought it yet, but I'm going to be buying a new laptop because mine is on the verge of death. So probably that, or just in general, I've been buying a lot of ebooks, just kind of expanding my collection and reading more, trying to anyway, but yeah, I don't know. I'm about to have to buy a car too, so that'll be 2019's purchase of the year. Number 6 is what was your favorite TV program? Ooh, okay, so Zach and I watched Riverdale like really heavily this year, and we also watched, it's called The Last Kingdom. It's on Netflix. You should watch it. It's like very Viking, and it's about when the Danes like invaded England, like the very beginning of England and like Christianity and all that stuff. It's interesting. I think it's interesting. There's kind of a lot of blood because it's like a war going on. But there's not like a lot of boobs. Like it's not Game of Thrones or anything like that. So it's a little bit more like PG-13. I don't know. And then the last question, number 7, is tell us a valuable life lesson you learned in 2018. And I think I say this every year, honestly, is that just to take life day by day and go as you will. I feel like do what you want, and not to be like, do what you want and like disregard other people's feelings and things. But if there's something you want to do that's going to make you happy and you think that you're afraid to do it because of what people would think or like how they'll react, I say, screw them, tell them to F off and do it anyway. Because ultimately it's about you being happy and satisfied and comfortable in your life and your lifestyle, etc. And I've seen a lot of things happen in 2018 that have been amazing. My best friend had a baby. My other best friend got married. I'm going to be married to someone who I am absolutely in love with and truly never thought that would happen. And I'm just very grateful for all the things that have happened this year, even the shitty ones. And I'm looking forward to 2019 and hopefully a lot of good stuff, and hopefully you guys had a really good year too. And if not, let me know down below. I can put a positive spin on anything as long as it's not in my own life. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. If you want to check out last year's video, I can link it down below. And then right now I'm going to pause this video, write down my resolutions, and then come back really quick. So hold on. Okay, I took a second. I don't know if you can hear my laptop making all this sounds in the background, but if you can, my bad. Anyway, so my 2019 resolutions are thusly. I really do want to stick with Beachbody, and I want to see where it can take me. I've already met some really awesome people through it, and I've only been in it for a couple of months. It's a really big support system. It's just kind of like the painting community, honestly, because people, it's like women supporting women, and men supporting women and men. Like, it's a bunch of people supporting each other. It's a huge support system, which is what I need, because I am not motivated a lot of the time to do things. The next one is I really do want to finish my book draft. I want to explore self-publishing. I've really been looking into it lately. I know a couple people, like I said, Julie, I know she's self-published. Samantha March is someone I really heavily follow. She self-publishes her books. So I know there's a lot of information on the internet and everything about it, so I definitely do want to explore that option and see if it's right for me. I might send my book to potentially be traditionally published just to see what would happen. If I would, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm ready for that kind of rejection though. So maybe not. Maybe with my second book. Okay. I do want to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and by 2019, the end of 2019, we will see. I also want to read 30 books. I cut it down from 50 because I apparently was having too lofty a goal. 50 books is about a book a week, though, because there's 52 weeks in a year. So I didn't do that math correctly when I did that goal, because there was no way I was going to read a book a week, especially working my old job. The last one is that I do want to journal weekly, at least once a week. Either stuff I'm thankful for, goals for the next week, problems, concerns, questions, random thoughts, colors of the day, funny things I hear. I don't care. Anything. I just feel like I need to be writing more, and not just in my book, like just writing more in general. So those are all the resolutions I have for this year coming. I hope you guys, like I said, had a good year. If you didn't, let me know down below. We can talk about it. I will, again, leave the questions down below so that if you're interested in doing this or just doing it in your journal, like I said in the beginning, you can. I love you guys so much. I'll talk to you on the next video. Have a wonderful 2019, and I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, everyone.